Yo, Commander family. Welcome to another episode of Boys in Burgundy with your host, your boy T May is back in the building. Also, OG Zeke is in the building. What's going on, Zeke?
What's going on, T May? What's happening, man?
Nothing, man. Just relaxing.
Woo, I think I'm doing a little too much relaxing.
There you go. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing at all. Nothing
Yeah,
wrong with
yeah, get the
that. So
nap during
listen,
the day
man.
now.
I know. How about that? That's crazy. But listen, man, on this episode, man, we want to talk about our GM. How's this
Mm,
guy doing? Is
mm,
he doing a good job? Is he?
mm.
We touched on this on the last episode that we both feel like he does a good job, but sometimes he just won't do enough to put us over that hump. So I
Right,
figured,
right,
man,
right.
let's go back all the way to 2024 is when he started. And we're gonna look at the free agency
Mm,
going in, his draft class. Now, to keep everything in perspective, Zeke,
mm.
remember the old days. Vinny Serrato,
Yeah. Whew.
Bruce Allen,
Woo.
Riverboat
Wow.
Ron,
Wow.
and we was all praying one
Oh,
day, the football gods, give us a real GM, and we got one now.
right.
So, how you think
Exactly.
this guy is doing? What's your perspective on this guy? You think he's doing good? You think he's doing bad? Somewhere in the middle.
Um, I'm gonna put it a little more between middle and doing good.
Okay.
So like right there. So it ain't perfect. It
Right.
definitely needs a lot of work, but all those guys you just named, Ron
Hmm.
Rivera and Benny
Uh,
Serrato and oh my God, Brucifer
Bruce
Allen.
Allen.
Oh my God.
Yeah, they were
Them
terrible.
dudes was just straight terrible and horrible. And then with Dan Snyder standing over all their shoulders, it
Right.
was just a mess. But right now, Adam Peters and what's his assistant, Lance Newmark. I think they're doing solid. I think they're doing solid.
Okay.
But as we discussed, there's a few things lacking. Over the years, they
Always.
just don't seem
Every
to.
year, man. Every year.
They they hit doubles. They hit
Right.
doubles.
Right.
Yeah.
Never that home run.
Right.
Sometimes they may hit the in the park home run, which is not as exciting as a Sammy Sosa type bomb. You know what I mean?
Right.
But
Right. Right.
and that's the problem I have with him. And don't get me wrong, I'm not hating on the guy. I love this guy,
Mm-mm.
man. I'm happy
Mm-mm.
we got a guy. Got
Mm-hmm.
a guy who comes from with the John Lynch tree and all that stuff. And the guy's good. He's legit. He's legit,
Yes.
but at the same time, he's not perfect.
No. 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 No.
He's
No.
not
No. No.
perfect.
He's not perfect. He's not perfect. It's still work to be done. And but granted, this is his first run at it,
Right.
and he's gotten a franchise that was literally we were at the bottom, man. We were
The bottom.
atrocious. We were at the bottom, and he has taken in a couple years, made us relevant. They talk about
Right.
the Washington Commanders around the nation,
Right.
it was, ESPN, Fox, whatever, they talk about the Washington Commanders and
Right.
not in a bad way,
Yeah.
potential.
Facts.
Oh, man, when they try to rate teams, they talk with the NFC East, Washington Commanders is always in the talk now,
Right.
which
Always
it
in the
was so many
talk.
years that we wasn't, man. We were just as fans, just, imagining us being in the talk, but now it's real talk with us. So,
Right. Right.
yeah, he's made us relevant for sure.
He's
Definitely.
no question about that, man. And another thing, he's learning too. Like you said, he's new to this, so he is learning. And
Mhm.
you take the circumstance with last all season with Scary Terry, how that thing just drug out. And I think they just botched it. They got him in, but the whole season was just done for Terry. And that's always the case when a guy hold out. When they come
Mhm.
back, they're trash. They play like trash. They
Mhm.
miss the OTAs, training camps, all that stuff. They're not football shape. And that's what happened with Terry. And they learned the lesson from that. And this year,
Mhm.
this all
Mhm.
season, they got my man
Mhm.
Larry Tunsil deal
Mhm. Mhm.
squared away quick, right?
No.
So he's
Yep.
learning from that,
Yes.
right?
Yes. 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 That's what I was definitely going. I agree with that 1,000%. That they botched it with Terry, and
Yeah,
even an average casual fan, such as myself, was sitting there
right,
saying, "Oh man, you can't do this. You got to either figure it out or move on.
right,
Sign Terry or
right,
don't. One or the
right,
other. Let's just get
right,
him in camp. Let's get him going. Let's not all this in camp holdout stuff that they do now. let's get him in done. And this year, before everything kicked off, we see a big deal going across the ESPN's, ticker or whatever you watch, your phone or whatever. Man, Laramie Tunsil, re-sign, pretty much it's a guaranteed deal, pretty much. And and that was that was just clearly showing that was a lesson learned from last year because they hurt. That was a key strikeout. That was one of the biggest parts of last year's downfall. Is not getting Terry signed in the beginning. So I'm with you with that. Yeah,
I agree with that, man. I think they could have got that deal done a lot sooner. Got him in the OTAs and all that stuff, and I think the season would have been just different, man. That set the tone for the season last year, and season was terrible. 5-12, but the silver lining is Sonny Styles. My man Sonny Styles in the building, so that's the silver lining to that off season last year. My man Sonny's in the building, man.
Right.
It wasn't a total loss.
No, it wasn't. It's a process, man. And team building is not that easy. You got to sit here and figure out all the dynamics to it. But again, like I said, I feel like he hitting doubles for sure.
Yeah, he hitting doubles.
Stand up doubles. He ain't got slide in the base. He kind of look like he won't take it a third, but he holds up a little bit. And that's where I'm at. That's exactly
the problem I had. That's the problem I had. Right. And to prove this point to the fans, it's not fan service right here. We're going to go back to 2024. We're going to look at the free agents this guy signed.
Okay.
Some of these guys actually balled out. Some of these guys, probably a bust. But, like I say, nobody's perfect. So let's go to 2024, man. And
okay.
The first guy, I guess back then, the big free agent signing back then was it Doris Armstrong or Frankie Louvu? Those. I think it might have been both of those guys. Was the big targets, right?
Yeah. Just reflecting back on those moves right there. I was, even though Doris came from the Cowboys, I was excited about that move because he showed that he was a legitimate, he can play. He's a defensive end. He was getting pressure and things like that. And for sure, Frankie Louvu, man, I think people were, throwing their, they was throwing it up, man. They was tossing it up, man. People was excited, man, to see this dude coming in, with that little with Samoan background, and he wearing the kilt and all this stuff, man. It was like, this dude is he's a man's man. He can come in and rip some dudes, and he was doing it. So
he was doing it. Doing it.
Yeah. So Frankie was huge. What else you got down that list? I got see a few other dudes on there, man. Yeah.
My man Tyler Bionis, who's no longer with the squad, but at the time that was a nice
good sign. Yes.
It was a good sign at the time. My man Nick Allegretti, who on this list it says he's a guard /
center.
Starting center now. My man Nick.
Yeah. Nick came from Kansas City too. Right. So Nick was backup, and I think there's his last couple of games he ended up starting for Kansas City, and I think they got their eyes open with him at that moment. And he came in for some injuries or something, and Kansas City was making that run. And didn't Kansas City win the Super Bowl that year? I think so. He played well in the playoffs and everything, so it opened their eyes. They checked. They had him on the box. So he was a box check off for them.
I think that was good. So far, so good.
Yeah. It's a few more. Oh my God.
Ooh. Yeah, we got some guys on here, man. We got some guys. Austin Eckler.
Wow.
That was a good move.
Yes.
You needed a third down guy, needed a change of pace back. I think we had let Antonio what's that guy?
Antonio Gibson. Yes.
He was our third down guy, kind of, and I think he left, right? I think he left.
He had the fumble issues and stuff.
He had the fumble issues. So we brought in my man Austin Eckler. Yeah. A veteran. That was cool. That was a great move, right?
Yes.
And his next guy, you see the next guy on the list.
Man, next guy is definitely
I didn't think you would have a chance of getting this guy.
I was beating the table for this dude, man, for sure. Yeah. No doubt.
My man Bobby Wagner. Like he was able to pull all that. Like you said before, man, the team is relevant to the sense of a guy of Bobby Wagner's caliber want to sign with the
Washington Commanders. Yes.
Come on, man, that's crazy.
After the previous year they had. Yeah.
Right.
You know what got him in here though, for sure.
What's
You know,
what's the, was it
it was number 5. You know,
number 5?
drafted number 5. He was like, you
Number
know,
5.
he wanted to come and play here, play with number
Right.
5, no question.
Right. Right.
So, yeah, our
I
quarterback.
respect it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hadn't done a thing yet. He was
Hasn't
he
done a
wanted
thing yet. He just
he
wanted
was
to be a part
excited
of it.
about. Yeah, he wanted to be a part of this build for sure. You
Right.
know, and Dan
My
Quinn. You
man
know,
Dan Quinn, of
Yeah,
course.
Dan
Of
Quinn
course,
that
Dan
was his
Quinn.
man. You know, Legion of
Right.
Boom. So back in
Right.
Seattle.
Right.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah.
Um,
So
Marcus Mariota, I thought was a good signing, man.
mhm.
He came in a backup quarterback. He kind of ran the same style that Jada Daniels, offense style that Jada Daniels ran. So that was a good move. I think
ain't that
so.
ain't that crazy with him? Because I remember back then talking about him. You know, even prior to us getting the draft, I wanted us to bring
Mm-hmm.
Marcus Mariota in as a starter at some point.
Yeah,
You know, like a few around that time. He was a
yeah,
Heisman
because
Trophy.
he still had gas in that tank back then
Yeah,
too.
exactly. And then we ended up getting him as a backup, and now he's entrenched. He loved it here in
Yeah,
Washington. You know,
right,
I don't think
right.
they can get rid of him. They wanted to,
Nah,
but
I
he's put
agree.
up. He's done his job.
He's
He's
done what he's
earned.
supposed to do.
Yes, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah, he's
I
done what
love
he's
it.
supposed to do, man. So
Love
that
it.
was a good move.
Yeah.
They re-signed my man Jeremy
Yeah.
Revo. I think that
Revo.
was a
Yeah.
solid special teams
Yes.
guy. Very
Mm-hmm.
solid and very solid
Yes.
move. Now this next move right here, I know this guy right here was your guy, man. I mean,
Yeah.
I still think he should be a part of this team
He
right
should
now.
be on this. Exactly.
He should be on this team right now.
Exactly.
My man Jeremy Chin. What do you think about that guy?
Yes.
Man, that was a big sign.
Yes. He that was the same year. You know, when they drafted hey, what's my man from local kid? Damn, defensive end. I can't even get it in my head right now.
Man.
But they came in the same year. He came in that same year, and he was balling in Carolina. You know, so bringing him and Frankie together, they were literally the only defensive players from Carolina that they had at that time, and you getting both of them. Jeremy Chin was like 6'2", 6'3", you know, about 212, something like that, dude. And he was athletic and could move. And oh man, that one, yeah. Just going back over this, just even so far. Yeah. 2024. There was some good, solid moves, and he was definitely one of them. He should still be with us, like you said.
He should still be here, no question.
Yep.
My man Cleveland Farrell, I thought that was a decent move. You needed some depth, and edge rush help, and Cleveland Farrell came in, and he was okay. He was solid. He was okay.
Yeah.
McManus, I don't even remember that. That's the kicker. Yeah, I remember that guy.
Yeah,
I think he stunk, though, didn't he?
Yeah, he sucked. I'm trying to think. Was he? No, it was the other kid. But yeah, he sucked.
Yeah, I remember that guy.
We can't find kickers, man, to save our lives, man.
We cannot find kickers, man.
I guess what Mark Mosley.
Yeah, we cannot find a decent kicker, man.
We can't find kickers in the whole eternity of this football team. You know, year after year, we going through 2-3 kickers, and he was one of them. So, oh man, this next one though. Yeah,
Dante Fowler Jr., man, ex-Cowboy.
Ex-Cowboy.
I wasn't mad.
Nope, not at all. Not at all. He did. He was that stand up and that can just stand up or put his hand in the dirt, whatever, that Dan Quinn loved, and he actually performed with Dallas the year before. So
we got him late, right? Late in free agency.
Yeah, it was late. It was definitely a 1-year deal. Popped up, and it was like, okay, Dante Fowler, yeah, okay, we can rock with that. We can definitely rock with that. Yes, yes.
So far, my man, Adam Peters is on a roll until we get to this next guy. This next guy, my man Michael Davis, the cornerback. There you go.
That was some reaches.
Oh my god, that guy super trash. I don't know what happened.
That was a mess. That was a mess, definitely.
That was a mess. Some of these guys I'm not even gonna mention. James Crowder, welcome back. He came back.
Welcome back. Exactly.
Injury issues, but
again,
this was 2024 was that year that we think he had a stellar. Adam Peters, he was off to a good start. Yeah, there was still some positions that he was missing on, and he didn't address at all. And wide receiver was one of them, and that's why we ended up bringing in my man Crowder and the guy at the bottom, my man Noah
at the bottom.
Brown. He had to get right. So again, those in the park doubles, man. Never the triples. Well, sometimes triples, of course, never those home runs for Allen
Never home
Iverson.
runs.
This right
Never
here
home
proves the
runs.
point.
Never. I
Along with these
mean,
Zacchaeus. Again, along with
Zacchaeus.
these Zacchaeus. Yeah.
That was, it was a double for that. Yeah, I mean,
He was okay.
he made some good plays throughout the year, but just
Yeah.
nothing that you can ride on.
Right.
You can
Right.
just say, "This is our dude." It was like with all the wide receivers that through that year, they would just pop. They had all of them had a moment.
Right.
And then
Right.
and they would have big moments. But it was just one big moment. And
Yeah.
collectively, it wasn't. So we just okay. You had Terry and you had this guy. You just had a group of dudes, and they were just getting it.
Yeah.
They were getting it done,
They were
but it was
okay.
mostly because of Jada, no question.
Right. Right.
Number 5,
Right.
our
So
quarterback.
that was a position group right there, wide receiver that, I think he should have maybe been a little harder to get a wide receiver to pair with Terry. And
Right.
he just didn't do it. And that's the reason why, like this all season, 2024, to me was good, but it
Right.
wasn't great. It wasn't great.
Right. So this is what we're saying is that basically he didn't finish it. He had a very good, overall group, but to viciously finish it all, it should have been a wide receiver in this group.
Should have been a wide receiver, and a wide receiver much earlier in free agency. And a bigger name guy, a young guy that could come in, you give him a 3-year deal, something like that. And yeah, but I think he just missed on it. I think he missed on it. And I don't even think he tried. I don't even know if we really tried to get anybody.
I really don't. I don't even remember what was the key free agent out there, because I'm sure there was some wide receiver that, as fans, we're all talking and say, oh, man, we probably should have signed him. So that'll be something that somebody could put in the chat and say, you remember so-and-so or whatever. Because, but still, he didn't finish that. To me,
he didn't finish it. He didn't finish the offseason.
He left a little bit to be desired, from that season. I mean, it's a lot of hits, but again, to finish that off and at least get an in the park home run, a wide receiver, a good wide receiver. He got Byron Pringle. Come on, man.
Yeah, come on.
Come on.
It's like, man,
reaching on Crowder. Things like that.
Yeah, you made to bring back Crowder, man. That's crazy.
Right. The previous regime's like, man, get out of here.
Yeah, older guy, man. He did okay. He had some big catches for the bird to go, but we should have never had to go to that drastic of a point to go get a Crowder, man. We should have had a guy much earlier in free agency, man. No question about it.
Exactly.
So let's go to the 2024 draft now.
Okay.
This one right here. All right, he inherited this first round pick because of the team was so bad in 23, but he still had the wherewithal to draft Jada Daniels, our franchise guy. So this draft, actually, you look at the draft class from 24, man, and a lot of these guys are still on the squad and still doing some things, man. It's not a bad draft class.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm saying, I'm running through it. Yeah. Like everybody,
Johnny Newton. Yeah, he's still Johnny Newton. I think he's gonna have a big year this year because he's gonna have to take over for my man Deron Payne. Deron Payne will be out the building. He's gonna be out of here.
Yeah, I agree with that. Johnny Newton he had first round graded talent on him for sure. Everybody had. I don't recall anything I saw, going through my little mock drafts and stuff, and people who rate him that had Johnny Newton outside of first round. They had him all, and he had a foot injury that it needed time. It needed time, and he's a big guy, so big guy on bad wheels is definitely time.
That's tough.
Yeah, that's tough. So I think he's ready now, man. I think he's everything advertised.
This year. I think this is it.
Yes. He's going. We had discussed in other episodes. Johnny is definitely a make or break. That's going to. I think he's going to be a big make. That's going to be a home run from that 2024 draft. Finally coming around. Yeah.
I mean, look at these other guys, man. Mikey Sanders still, Big Ben Sinnott, Randy Coleman. Luke McCaffrey. Now, some of these guys they still haven't hit this stride at all, but that's okay, man, because these guys are contributing, man. Jordan McGee, Dominic Hampus, he's still on the squad.
Nah, they think they waived him this year. Okay. I think they let him go. Yeah. If it wasn't this year, it was like sometime late last year. Yeah,
Right.
Baptiste
Baptiste
too.
still around.
Yeah,
Is
Baptiste still
Baptiste
around,
still
right?
around?
Yeah, he is. He's
He's,
on the roster. Yes, he is.
he's on the roster this year. So
Yeah.
all in all, 2024. I mean, what kind of grade would you give Adam Peters in his first off season as our official GM?
I mean, on paper, I would
Yeah.
say it was like a B plus.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
because he did attack some immediate needs, which again,
Right.
in free agency, we just talked about. Do you see a wide receiver that? I mean, by the time they got to Luke McCaffrey, all the big dogs were gone.
They
To
were
be
already
honest,
gone. They were gone.
right? So for me, I felt like that picking Luke should have been a guy earlier. Somewhere, maybe even with Benson, Sinat, whatever.
I agree. I agree.
That could have been a wide receiver there.
Right.
You know, so B plus for me at the time. And this will be year 3 for these guys, right? Coming
Yeah.
in. Yeah,
Yeah.
so this is the make or break for these guys. Usually they say it takes about 3 years for these guys to come around.
Mm-hmm.
If it's hard to grade a draft class until at least after the 3rd year is completed. So we see a lot of guys as, we getting hints and stuff. Jaden is a lock. He's franchise all the way.
Franchise guy, no question.
He's put this franchise on his back,
Right.
And he's carrying it, but everybody else definitely you see potential.
Step up.
They do need to step up this year for sure, or they'll be looking for a job next year.
I mean, you're not 100% correct, man. I mean, even Johnny Newton, like we mentioned earlier, he got to step up for Payne. He's going to have to take over for Deron Payne. Those are big shoes to fill. But be honest, ever since Payne got that payday, what was that, 22, 23, whatever, he hasn't done nothing since. So Johnny Newton's going to have to step in for that guy. Mikey, I'm expecting a big year from that guy, man. Mikey Samerstill, no question.
I think Mikey had a strong rookie season.
He had a great rookie season. Then he fell off.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it was Joe Witt Jr., man. So that's the Joe Witt Jr. effect. And that's what happened to him and some other guys. So,
exactly.
A guy like Luke McCaffrey, man, the door is wide open. I mean, there's a reason why we haven't got Diggs. There's a reason why we haven't got our youth yet. I mean, he hasn't been cut yet, but there's a reason why. I mean, they expected big things from this guy, Luke McCaffrey. He has to step up this year. This is it. This is 2026. He has to make some noise. He better.
Yeah. He was last year. It was a little bit of noise with him in camp last year.
Right.
And then he started. It was a little quiet in the beginning, and all of a sudden, boom, he just started breaking out, making big plays. He was like, whoa, and then he got hurt. So I think he's ready, man. He got the pedigree. He got the pedigree.
Got it. This is it for him, man. So he better step up, man. He better. Or if not, he could be looking for a gig.
Yeah. Old man played in the league, got a couple of Super Bowls, and his brother, all-world running back Christian. So he got pedigree.
Right.
So let's see it.
So we'll see what happens, man.
Yeah.
So I agree with you, man. I would give him somewhere around a B, Peters, some B plus, maybe something like that. But let's switch gears, man. Let's go to 2025. 2025 free agency, man. And this again, it's his second year on the gig, so he should be a little bit better. And then he bring in Javon Kinlaw, 3-year deal, $45 million. And last year, I'm gonna tell you, man, I didn't see it. I didn't see it in Javon Kinlaw. Unless you saw something different. I didn't see it.
No, I didn't see it. And I'll be deeply honest. That was a huge stretch at that time. I mean, when they signed Javon Kinlaw, that was like, everybody was kind of like, okay, that's a lot of money for a guy that just hasn't done anything yet. On paper, he got world of potential. But he started San Francisco, ended with the Jets, and he's just in all this basically on a rookie contract. And people keep seeing it, but they can't get him to translate it on the field. So that was huge. So, and then to get here and not do it, it was like, okay, I was kind of like, all right. Okay.
We got a problem with Javon Kinlaw, man. I think that guy is a problem, not in a good way. I think he's a problem. And I don't know. There's nothing we can do about it. Maybe Durante Jones can get this guy going. That's what we're all hoping, right? The board, man. Hopefully he can get this guy going. But for right now, I'm gonna say this was this was a miss from Adam Peters. You know,
Yeah, yeah,
it happens sometimes. It happens.
yeah, yeah.
You know, it is what it is.
Well, it's Devontae Jones. He got his hands full, and but what he bringing, the type of defense and schemes that he is bringing with him, and from the people he learned from, he's the guy to get it, to get everything out of Javon Kinlaw. No question.
Right.
It's finally he putting him in a place where he can work and eat and do what he got to do. So I'm gonna be super excited about Javon Kinlaw this year.
Okay, me too. Me too.
I'm gonna
give him the benefit of the doubt.
Yep, he definitely getting it from me for sure.
Right,
so,
I'm gonna give it to him. So that was our big prize free agent signing in 2025, and the rest of these guys on this list, man, again, was like 1 year deals. It sounds like my man Adam Peters was trying to like recapture that 1 year deal thing he was going through in 24, which actually worked. He was trying to do it again in 25, and we all know how that turned out. It failed miserably, man.
It failed. It failed.
Look at this, Will Harris. Well, that was a 2 year deal, but again, Joe Witt Jr. That could be the Joe Witt Jr. effect with Will Harris. I don't know.
I wasn't happy about that signing. Right. I really wasn't. Right. I mean, like you said, my guy Jeremy Chin,
he should have still been here.
He did struggle in that last play in the playoff game against the Eagles. Right. So what? But what about all the other games in 17, 18, 19 games before that?
They should have been.
Yeah, that's so I was a little bit pushed back on that move. I was like, okay, I know I've heard it. I've seen Will Harris probably with New Orleans, so that wasn't a thing about him not being in play. But to me, I just had more with Jeremy Chin with the continuity and all that. Already being in the house, right? He was better. He was better. So that definitely. I wasn't happy about that move. That one.
So that was the first two right off the break. It's like, I don't know. He brought back my man Marcus Mariota, the Mariota man, and of course that's a good move. You had to bring him back.
Exactly.
Von Miller, the Von Miller effect. Now here we go again. Same thing I said in 24. He failed to address the wide receiver needs. In 25, he failed to address edge rushing.
Edge rushing. Right? Yeah.
So then we had to panic and go get a Von Miller guy.
Right.
And it's just again, Adam Peters, man. Come on.
Was he signed in camp? When he signed like right when camp started or something like that?
Right.
I mean,
right.
Yeah, that was a straight panic move. That was panic move. The noise was getting loud, and it was like, and I'm sure, I know these guys professionals. They not listening to what we're saying, as fans. But I know within you cannot tell me there's somebody in the building is not saying, look, okay, right. we need some ends, no question.
And we had cap space. We had cap money. I don't understand.
We've had cap money from day one. That was the only blessing with Ron Rivera left us with cap space and a high draft pick.
Right. That was it. That was it.
So if you're gonna build a team, everything is set up right there for anybody to walk in, But you want somebody to come in and know what they're doing and being hopeful. And I'm still am, fully on the wagon of Adam Peters. So I was happy about the pick. I like where he came from. I like his progress coming through. So that was the only great thing Ron Rivera could have done for us was leave us with money and picks.
Money, and some draft cap.
Exactly.
What he left us with.
Exactly. Yep.
Other than that, he didn't leave us with much of anything else, especially his draft class from when he first came.
Exactly.
All of us.
He even for at a moment, look, he left us with a bad name and everything. Like, but now, we beat ourselves. Commanders, that's right. But that name came out. People was out here ready to strangle each other.
It was terrible, man. All right, so some of these other guys on this list, man, Jonathan Jones, nothing. Matt Gay, the kicker. I guess we actually traded for him.
Right.
And he was terrible.
Exactly.
I think we gave up a 5th round pick or something like that. I can't remember.
Yeah.
He was terrible, man. Nick Ballore.
Who?
Nick Ballore. They got hit Nick Ballore as a fullback. He's a linebacker. He plays special teams. I don't even know fullback. I don't know why they got fullback on
Maybe it's
it.
two of them.
Maybe it's two. Maybe it's two Nick Ballores.
His twin brother with the same name. You had twins and name the same name.
Dietrich Wise, I thought that was a decent move. You know, we needed edge rush help, but that was the best thing they could come up with was a Dietrich Wise.
But he older.
He's much older.
He was like, when he already 30?
Yes.
30, yes. Right. So, come on.
Again, he just, Adam Peters, man. And Noah Brown. Okay.
He had to catch.
Okay. All right, he had to bring him back. Often injured, never really playing, but okay, whatever.
Hurt everywhere he been.
Yeah,
Dallas, Houston, hurt.
Jake hurt all the time. My man Jake Martin, the edge rusher, that was to me another move. Like, let's just grab this guy because he's cheap, give him a 1-year deal, and we don't have to worry about it. He maybe give us some sacks, maybe he won't, and he did. So, Cleveland Farrell, boy, him back.
Okay. He played well the year before. Yeah.
Remember
Noah played. Yeah. Noah played well. Right? Yeah. Noah was pretty well. Yeah. As a nickel coming in. Yeah. It was a fourth corner. He was for that position. He was actually pretty good. Yeah. Stepped up in injuries doing that the championship run. Yeah. He had some stars. He was solid. Yeah. He had good stars. It was about 6'1". 6'1".
I wouldn't be mad if Noah was still on the squad right now.
I wouldn't. Yeah. That's another, double move, for me. I feel like he's played well enough to still be here.
He should still be here as a forward. Right. He should be
here. Right. He knows the system. He knows what's going on. Right. For the depth we have right now, I would have loved to see him still on this team.
I don't know why you know where I go, man. It's kind of strange. Questionable moves. Jeremy Chin. Very
right. Exactly.
So I'm not gonna skip through. I'm not gonna read all these guys, but at the same time, there's some guys like Sheldon Day, Eddie Goldman, 1-year deals.
KJ Osborne.
KJ Osborne. I don't know, man. What you think?
Can we? If we rating this list? For sure.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so
D+.
Season one, we got 2024. We gave B+. This is 2025. Matter of fact, before we grade this 2025,
hit the draft first.
Let's look at the draft too. Gotcha. Let's look at this draft, man. Let's switch gears. Let's go right to that draft. And
look, I'm trying to hold my middle down after looking at this list.
Look at this draft, man. Oh man, the Josh Carney. Now, okay, so Josh Carney Jr. I think everybody was upset that we went with tackle, but at the same time, offensive line, was probably a problem. So, I wasn't too mad at this move. It was other guys that went, after him that I think we should have grabbed. But Josh Carney Jr. was actually a decent pick. I think he has the ability to be a Pro Bowl tackle.
Yeah, hindsight now, it was a good move. But at that time,
everybody's high.
Defensive end.
Yeah. Right.
Wide receiver, defensive end. What's going on? I agree
with you 100%.
Yeah, at that time.
Yeah. So the second round, we got my man Big Play Trey. And I think that was a good move. So I think that was a good pick. So 2 for 2 for that guy.
Yes.
Our next pick in the 4th round is Jalen Lane, a wide receiver from Virginia Tech. And I thought that was a bit of a reach, for this guy. And
smallish punt returner.
Smaller. Yeah. Good punt returner, but his hands, man, very questionable. This guy drops balls left and right out there, man. I don't know. I guess he's going to be our punt returner from here on out, and he's not going to get a lot of reps on the field as wide receiver. I don't think so, man. I really don't.
Yeah, I don't see nobody being punt returner for the team right now. Yeah. So he's definitely
this guy, and that's it.
He has a job right now. He has to prove he can be a wide receiver on this thing. Yeah. So
and right now, I don't think so. I don't think he'll be.
I don't think so.
Let me go with my man K. Madrano, the linebacker from UCLA. I still think that was a questionable pick, but who else were you gonna get in the 6th round?
6th round, right? He got ability, but he was small, fast,
Fast.
super fast. Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
small,
Small guy. Small guy.
small. Yeah,
So,
yeah.
and then in the seventh round. Okay. All right.
Mm.
Now listen, man. Let's keep it all the way real.
Hmm.
He got Bill Crosby married in the seventh round, but at the same time, come on, man. I mean, was that by design or was that just like, oh, he's a running back, he's available, let's grab him, and it ended up working?
Okay, see,
What do you think? I'm strategy.
right, your exact words, that by design, because
I
again,
don't know.
coming into this draft, I felt like they needed to get a running back. And then
Right.
to get to the seventh
Yes.
round, and I'm looking, I'm like,
Didn't
how
get
you
one.
not get a running back? And then
I
they
think he
get
should have got one in
Bill.
that fourth round. Yeah.
Right, exactly. So I was kind of like, okay, okay, well, seventh round running back, he practice squad could do probably at the best and all
Right.
that.
Right.
Um,
Right.
it, it's kind of like, in a way, it was by design when you look at how they saw him,
Yeah.
the information they had on him. But
Right.
again, that was still like crossing fingers. If he's still here, we're going to get him. We're not going
Right.
to let him hit the free agent market as a undrafted rookie, and then try to get him here. We're going to go ahead and lock in on him, and then he has to come here. But that was a gamble, man, and not to
That was a gamble.
get to the seventh round and you still didn't draft the running back. I was,
Right.
you, I don't know. I don't know that it worked out, but I can't really feel like that was totally by design. It's
I
just,
don't think it
come on, man.
was. I don't
Yeah,
think it was.
I think they was looking at, he's still here. Let's not let him hit the undrafted free agent market because somebody
Right.
else will probably get him. You
Right.
know, or
Right.
he might have a better location he'd rather go, and that's usually what
Right.
happens.
Right.
You know, so uh,
Yeah, I think he was probably on their board,
yeah,
but like you said, at the same time, I still think we should, instead of the wide receiver, Jalen Lane, we should have got a running back in the fourth round, something like that, maybe,
yeah,
or trade it back up into the third, maybe, and grab one because we need a one. We need a
yeah.
running back back.
We need a
We need
running
a
back.
running back back.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
So, what would you give him? 2025, Adam Peters. What grade would you give him, man?
Yeah, when we lumping both together, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
honestly, I'm being gracious and saying a D minus.
Okay. All right. Listen, man. Listen,
It's
fans.
only
This is the
literally
truth. This is the
right,
truth about Adam
right,
Peters. We not gonna cut cars
right,
here, man. This is it.
right. The Josh Connolly at the time, I'm kind of like, okay, and Trey Amos, I was happy about that, but
I was happy
really,
about
out of that, that was it. And then I did my research on Bill, and then I was a little excited about that, and I was actually
that. Right.
talking him up, saying, "Hey, this dude might can start." You
Right.
know, way
Right.
before the mini camps, the mandatories and the volunteers. And then when he
Right.
got there and they started seeing stuff, but I mean,
Yeah.
just overall, when you're sitting here and after you just came back from an NFC championship run, we ain't been there in so long, oh God. And then
Yeah.
this off season, I was like WTF. Really?
Terrible all season. Terrible.
I was this all that off season was to me I was already in the motion for
Right.
what ended up
Right.
happening. So
Right. Right.
I just didn't
Right.
feel it. I wasn't feeling that off
I
season.
wasn't
So
feeling it either, man. I agree
what
with
you
you, man.
say?
I would probably give him a. My grade is a little bit better. I would give him a, maybe a D plus. All right, just a little bit better for him.
Right.
So he came in
Right.
second year low.
Right.
So
Right.
let's switch to 2026. This is gonna be a high year or another low year for our GM Adam Peters, man. Let's take a look at the free agents, man. I mean, what do you think about these free agents? This class in 2026. You excited about these guys?
Okay. Come on. I'm gonna contain it a little bit. I'm gonna contain it a little bit right here.
Oh
Yo,
man.
he hit a triple. Yeah, well, you know what? He hit an in the park home run with
Right,
this group. In
right.
the park home run. We had to turn that base on that triple and say we can get it. A little bit of an error throw. Yeah,
Okay.
he hit it out. He hit a home run. It was in the park. No
In the
question.
park home run.
In the
In the
park.
park home run.
I would contain it. I ain't gonna jump up and down yet to these dudes actually do it, but I really, really, really love this free agent class.
All right. I
Really
mean,
did.
the first guy on the list, man, that was our prize free for 2026. And we got Adolphe Owe, the edge rusher from the LA Chargers, man. And now I'm a little concerned about this. I'm going to tell you why.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you why. I saw the top 50 edge rush list for 2026. And there's some guys on there that's rated, ahead of Owe. It don't mean anything. It means absolutely nothing because these guys still haven't played that one snap in 2026. But the way they got this guy rated, I think is a little low. So 4-year deal, $100 million, and he has to give us double-digit sacks.
No question.
Period.
Right.
If he don't, then I think this might be a bust. He's coming with 5 sacks. That's gonna be a problem for the nation, man. We don't want to see that. We want to see double-digit sacks.
Not almost $100 million in 5 sacks. That's not no.
Exactly.
But can I say this though with him?
Yeah.
For him, he was their first pickup for free agency. Right. The first big signing, like day one. We haven't seen that happen in Washington in a while, which was not good or bad one way or the other.
No, it's not good or bad.
But to me, when they signed him, that was already dictating to me scheme and style they wanted to go right out the back. Right. He's a 3-4 stand up linebacker that's actually been transitioning from different ways between Baltimore and the LA Chargers, and them going out and straight up, you our guy, that was signifying something for me right out the back.
I agree.
Yeah. This is the way, the scheme, and the style we're going to do. And we need one of these guys that is athletic, can stand up, come off the edge, and get pressure, time in and time out, and get some sacks, batted balls, mess up plays, head in his direction, just being that all-world guy. And I'm with him.
No, that's his job. His job is 2026. His job duties is eat quarterbacks. That's it.
Exactly.
That's his job. Go get the quarterback. That's his only responsibility. We're going to see if he can live up to that, man. $100 million. He has to live up to that, man. He got to get us double-digit sacks, 10, 11, 12, somewhere around there. And I'm not talking garbage sacks. Garbage sacks against bum teams. I'm talking about impact sacks, man. Third and long, this sack is to win the game. I need to see him come around that corner and bust and do it up, man. That's what I need to see.
In the game.
In the game. That's what
right there.
In the game. It's over.
I'm raising the bar on you. 12. 12.
Okay. 12 sacks for this guy.
12.
Yep. You heard it first on Boys-N-Burgundy, man. This guy don't get his 12 sacks. We're going to get the pitchforks, the torches, and we're going to go to his house, and we're going to riot. All right?
Hey, look. I swear you coined that phrase, and I hear it everywhere. I was like, I hear people saying that, man, and I'm like, man, whoa. T-May coined that phrase, man. You get the pitchforks and everything, man, the torches and everything, man.
You're going to go
ride, man. So
right.
That's what's going to happen with $100 million, man. So he might got a little pressure on him. He might have a little pressure on him.
So we're going to see. All right, so this next guy, man, I mean, to me, man, this was a huge, we had my man Zach Ertz, and then we forgot to mention that guy before, Zach Ertz, and he actually balled out for the Burgundy.
Oh, yeah, we sure did miss him. Yeah.
We forgot Zach Ertz, and his first season, he was great.
2024.
Second one, not too much, but then, we decided to go with a younger guy, more athletic guy. It's a better tight end, my man, Chigo Conquo. 3-year deal, man. This was a great signing, man. What do you think about this move?
That when, we do our thing. We sit here, we look at the draft, and then, we look at free agency, and we look at what's available. Chig was at the top of my list. No question. He was on the top of my list. That was the one that went, Adafe, when they signed him, I was like, okay, all right. I see what they doing. I'm with you. Right. But Chig, the one made me stand up in my chair.
Okay.
I makes that dude, everything what you just said with Zach Ertz, people questioning if Chig can take this to another level. No question. No question. Size, speed, hands, route running from a tight end. Toughness from tight end position.
Yeah.
Man, I really feel Jaden hit the jackpot for him.
Yeah. Now I'm not
Yeah.
gonna front. I'm not gonna front at all. You
Mhm.
know, the guy Isaiah Likely from Baltimore. I wanted us to get
Yeah.
that guy.
Yeah.
But at the same time, Chig was like probably third on my list. I had Kyle Pitts, but at the same, I didn't want that guy either because I thought he was be a little too pricey. So I
Mhm.
had
Mhm.
Likely, and then maybe Pitts,
Mhm.
but then Chig.
Mhm.
But when they signed Chig, all the talking heads was like, they got a guy. They got
Yes.
a guy. So when I looked
Yes.
into him, I was like, damn, yeah, we got a guy. This guy's a problem. Chig Dark was a problem.
I'm a fantasy football dude. I literally had Chig on a few teams,
Okay.
last year. He wasn't my starter. I had a few
Right.
highlight, top dudes, Tyler Warren, Trey McBride. They were my, guys. But I had Chig on, ready to step in. I always just go, last couple of years, I've seen him play quite a bit in Tennessee. I guess because I had to do a lot of travel, work wise, and
Right.
I'm up there in Nashville quite a bit. So I've been
Okay.
up there and been to, haven't been in the actual games, but just to sit in the bars and watching them play and sitting there with their fans and stuff. And knowing Chig from University of Maryland too. So yeah. All right.
Right.
That one I stood up in my chair. That one I'm still like, whew, that one I'm still like, yes. I'm
Okay.
super excited to see Chig.
That was a hell of a
Yes.
move. All right, so this
Yes.
next former Kansas City Chief, and we needed
Mm-hmm.
linebacker play.
Mm-hmm.
Then they went and got this guy. This guy to me is one of the most athletic linebackers in free agency. My man Leo Chenal, man. I think this was a hell of a move to get this guy, and I don't think Kansas City was playing this guy the right way. I think we're gonna really let this guy loose in the middle of that 3-4.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
can't wait to see this guy in action next to Sonny Styles. I can't wait to see this guy.
His, honestly, sitting here and as we going through and as we complete going through this list,
Yeah.
this was their number. This was their best signing, pound for pound,
Yeah,
pound for pound. Yeah, because what he can do, he can play in the 3-4. He can play anywhere on that in 3-4. Any of them linebacker spots. Yeah, he's came in, for Kansas City and he stepped in the middle and he played outside and he produces. No one cannot say that they ain't see a Kansas City Chiefs game because they always on prime time.
Come on,
And
always.
yeah, and he's definitely make plays. He got size, he got speed. So pound for pound, he might be their best signing.
He might be their best signing, man. He might be. Next guy, my man, Big Tim Settle, former Redskin. He left, came back.
Never been gone.
He's gonna play that nose tackle for us in that middle, man, taking on those double teams. So my man, Payne and Kinlaw, who hopefully will have a big season this season, can get to the quarterback, man. I mean, this was a big move. I love this pick. I love this sign.
He should have never been gone. It was a little bit disheartening when he left, and he actually it's kind of weird that he came back because I believe he left with bad taste in his mouth because they undervalued him for sure. They even let him go out there and say test the market, and then when he came back, they was like it still was a fair deal for him. So, but to see him back, that's just showing that we have changed. He came back. He didn't care because all those clowns are gone. Everybody that was about here when he left to go to Houston, they're all gone. So he's not holding this current regime accountable for how they mishandled him when he left. He wasn't all world, but he was definitely a very good rotation player for them. And then he might be our starting defensive nose tackle. And I'm happy with that.
I'm happy with that. Yeah. I think the boy can ball, man. I really think man, Big Tim Settle can ball, man. And he's a big body nose tackle, man. And have him in that middle. I think he's gonna ball out for us. I really do.
Right.
I'd rather have him than what was the guy from last year? Ghosting or whatever.
Yeah. Waste of time.
Total waste of time.
Yeah.
So this next guy, my man, Meek Robinson, and again, this goes to one of the negatives from Adam Peters. All right, we came into 2026 knowing our biggest weaknesses were corner
Mhm.
and again wide receiver.
Mhm.
And this was his solution, right? Bring
Right.
him Amik
Right.
Robertson,
Right.
a
Right.
small corner, a sly guy.
Right.
And don't get me wrong, I'm not hating on this guy, man, at
Mm,
all.
mm,
I
mm.
think my man Amik is a good corner. He's tough, man. He's physical. He can cover. But let's keep in mind, last year he gave up 9 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Not one of the
Yeah.
highest in the NFL last season,
Right.
right? So this was the solution for us, man. Amik Robertson. What do you think about this guy?
Um. Yeah, I kind of, when they signed him, he was literally for me out of everyone they signed, he was the one I kind of like, okay,
It's like,
you know,
all right,
eh, you know, I had to go dig in and look at him, see what I saw. And again, you pulled out some stats that was a little bit horrific at some points. But one thing he did bring, he's bringing his toughness. So I'm hoping with the dudes around him, that'll even it out and then allow him to play.
Right.
But that's a lot to give up, and especially out of the slot,
9
So
touchdowns, man. That's a lot.
yeah, so yeah. Again, this is why we doing this. Is our critique is, we're not finishing off. We're not finishing it off.
Start off strong.
We need corner help and to get a smallish nickel slot corner.
Right.
That's not finishing it off for me. That's just not. But I'm in the corner because he's wearing burgundy and gold. So I'm not.
We're gonna get behind this guy.
I'm not running nobody out because they play the game. I got much respect. Right. So hey,
no question.
I'm just hoping he will come through. But that one made me sit back down in my chair. I probably still standing up with Chig through all of this, and then I kind of sat down with the meet.
Yeah. Okay. Now I know this next guy probably had you standing up again.
Okay, I'm getting back up again.
This guy we got from the Colts, man. Nick Cross, strong safety, man. And when
University of Maryland's own.
Like, oh, Nick Cross is in the building in burgundy and gold. A 2-year deal, $13 million. That's a steal. And I think this one right here is going to be a hell of a sign for the burgundy and gold, man. No question. I love Nick Cross. I love this guy.
Number 2, pound for pound.
Yeah.
For me, the best free agent signing so far this year. Number 2, pound for pound.
Right.
Because his versatility, he's young, and the things that he can do playing back in there, in the box, cover 2, half and shot on half the field. Nick Cross can do that. He can do that. He alone elevates the entire defensive backfield.
No question.
Nick Cross. Some people might not be saying that, but watch him play. Watch Nick Cross.
Yeah.
Watch him play.
I feel you on that one, man.
Yeah.
So the rest of these guys, again, is just 1-year deals, but some of these guys still do excite me. My man Clayvon Chaser, man, I think that he's gonna be fighting for that other opposite of always that the linebacker spot, man. And from what I'm hearing, it's gonna be a battle between him and my man Frankie. They're gonna be fighting for that last spot, the last and final linebacker spot. You think about my man Chaser, man. I think he's a dog. I think he could have got paid somewhere else. He wanted to be here.
He wanted to be
here.
Yeah, he got a big 1-year deal, $11 million. So
$11 million.
Yeah, him and they signed him that much because he had other opportunities and he took that to come here. Right. Like I said, I love Frankie. I think Chase on gonna be that starting left.
Outside
linebacker. I think he's gonna win it. Yes, indeed.
I think so.
And they was moving him around in New England, and it was a little bit of trying to figure him out, and they had a little bit of changes there, So, but I think just with him when they went and got him, and and Oway on the other, looking at probably Oway on the other side, again, that was already saying to me, well, he's an edge, which is his stand. He's a stand-up outside linebacker, rushing. That was just signifying to me they going 3-4, no question.
Right? Oh yeah, no question about it.
Tim Settle,
yeah, definitely going to.
Like, wait a minute, they gonna be doing 3-4,
Definitely.
So, yeah.
So yeah, that was good, man. And Marcus Mariota.
Ain't that a good thing to have though? That's a good battle. Right.
It's a great problem to have, man, guys.
Right.
So
him and Frankie battling.
Oh, that's gonna be fun to watch. I can't wait to see it, man. Marcus Mariota 1 year deal, of course. We had to bring him back. Jaden
Yeah,
Daniels, Charles Omenihu,
yeah,
another edge rusher who can get some pressure.
yeah.
And let's not forget, Dorrance Armstrong is coming back off injury, man. So we
Right.
stacked. We
We
stacked
stacking.
at those
We stacking.
edge rushers, man.
Definitely.
We're really good.
We
Okay, Chris
stacking.
Paul. All right, this
Okay.
was a situation where my man Chris Paul ended up coming back to the Burning Go. He went out there, tested the free agency market,
Mm-hmm.
and was nothing happening for him. So he
Mm-hmm.
came back here, signed a 1 year deal for $3 million. Another like, all right, well, we saw what you did. It was okay, but we
Yeah.
need you to
Yeah.
show us again. We need you to
Yeah.
show us again.
Yeah.
And he might step up. We'll see for that left guard spot. We'll see. Him and Brandon Coleman.
I got some different plans at that spot for sure.
Brandon Coleman, I already know.
Brandon Coleman. That's that. Look, you not telling me this dude started left tackle for basically 17 games, and then you ask him to slide in left guard. That's not a heavy transition. That to me one of the easiest transition, and I think injuries killed it, and a little bit of impatientness, far from Cliff, Kingsbury, and because Cliff had a lot to say about what the offensive line was like, So that's why Josh Conley got drafted. Be honest, Cliff was beating the table for Josh. Yeah, they said on draft day, Cliff went into Adams' office and left a note. Adam came in here and picked up the note and they said, "Please draft Chris Conley Jr."
Right.
On the note.
Right.
So he pounded. He had a lot to say about scheme fit for offensive line. So and Brandon, I think he probably frustrated. Brandon Coleman frustrated Cliff, and just say, well, Chris Paul is just he's professional. That's about he's getting out here working. He's showing up.
He was okay, man. He was solid.
Right.
But I think Brandon Coleman will probably take that spot. And Chris Paul will be a backup. And I think we might even re-sign Chris Paul next year for some cheap money just to be a backup. That's what I think is going to happen.
Yeah. Yeah. Continuity. Keeping the depth together. I don't have a problem with that.
Keep it together. Yeah. And if somebody go down, then he can step in.
He can step in.
It is what it is. Now, this next guy on this list, man, to me, this guy, for me, was my X factor and is one of my X factors for 2026. Rachaad White, the running back, man. I thought this was a nice signing, a nice pickup to pair him with my man Bill Krosky Merritt. And it sounds like they're going to be using this guy as more as an Austin Eckler role. But the beautiful thing is with this guy, he's in the game. When Austin was in the game, you knew what they were going to do. But when this guy's in the game, you don't know because he can run and he can catch and he can block.
Right.
So this guy right here, my man Rachaad White, was an X factor. To me, I'm glad we got this guy, man.
Yeah. That he's definitely well. When I looked at the free agent list, I my automatic assumption he was coming to Washington. He had some subliminals out there too. He wanted to come play with Jaden because they played together at Arizona State.
Exactly.
So I that one reason why I just probably wasn't like up and down excited about because I was expecting that one to be done.
Right.
That was what I had already checked him off before.
Right.
I already had him checked off. But not just his level of what he gonna bring. That part I was excited, already knowing and expecting that. Yeah, he's coming in. He's gonna be the Austin Eckler, and dude, I'm good with that. That was just like a check all movement. Like, okay, we good. We good here. We good.
Yeah, I can see the
we're good here.
Some two running back sets, him and Bill in the back at the same time. I can see it.
Yeah,
you have no idea what's going to happen with both of those guys in the game. You have no idea.
Yeah. They did it in Tampa Bay quite a bit. They ran a lot of 21 personnel with two running backs and stuff. So they did that quite a bit. So he fit, and he was the starter until they drafted Bucky Irvin the next year, and then Bucky kind of elevated and took him.
I wanted him to be a commander, man.
Right. So that was he played well. He's one of probably the best pass catchers out the backfield. He's definitely probably rated one of the better third down backs out there. But like you said, when he on the field, you ain't got a word. You can't sit here and say, well, it's just going to be a screen pass to Rachaad White.
Screen pass. Watch Rachaad White.
Draw play up the middle.
No idea.
Right. He might go line out in the wide receiver spot. So he brings versatility that we did not have. It was first down back, third down back. Now little bit like, okay, we don't know what they're doing exactly.
I have no
So
idea.
yeah, so
No idea,
yeah,
man.
but it's not that I'm not excited about him at all. To me, I was already counting him to be here. It
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
that was just done deal for me.
All right,
So
so the rest of these guys, man, on this list is pretty nothing to see here, man. They panicked it again, as Peters in the front office usually do, and they had to grab a couple wide receivers, De'Ami Brown, Van Jefferson. We got another running back, my man Jerome Ford.
mhm.
It's not a lot to see here. But they got the corner Witherspoon from the Rams. He was trash.
Mhm.
So it's like they panicked again, and they failed to fill some holes, in which they should have done earlier. And they grabbed these two guys, and maybe De'Ami can pick up where he left off when he was here, maybe. And Van Jefferson is actually balling out in OTAs and minicamp, so we
Yeah, I'm
don't know.
hearing that.
Maybe,
Yeah, I'm
maybe we
hearing
got
that.
something here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm hearing that. I'm hearing that with Van. I've
yeah,
heard a couple of people say literally they're expecting Van Jefferson to be a major role for the
right.
Commanders this year, from what they've
Mm-hmm.
been seeing.
He's a
And
veteran.
they keep throwing it out there. They definitely out there in tights and shorts and tees
Yeah,
and
yeah,
shorts.
yeah.
But
Running against hair, man. Playing against
yeah,
hair right
but it's this couple of people saying they expecting him. They're really really seeing some good stuff for him.
now. All right,
So
we're gonna see, man. Is this gonna be
yeah,
another
so
Noah Brown situation, or is he
right,
gonna really step in and make some plays for the Burgundy go? Hopefully, he will. Hopefully, he'll be more of an impact than Noah Brown was for the
right,
Burgundy go. Man,
right,
hopefully. So
right.
let's switch gears, man. Before we give a
Okay.
grade on 2026, let's look at the draft. Man,
Oh,
come on, man. Yeah. Now, of course, it's way too early. We haven't seen these guys do a damn thing yet in the NFL. Now,
right,
one snap. So we're
right.
just going off of the potential of these guys. And the guy, the first round pick, man. Come on, man. Come on. Do we need to say anything else about him? Come on. Stop.
I mean, just for the fans is watching, just to hear us talk about him. I mean, we just should say we got an all world linebacker that we ain't had in Washington since probably London Fletcher
Right.
for sure.
Right.
So so
Man.
it's written. Let's just say
Yeah.
it's written.
Yeah.
The football guys and the commandments is Sonny Styles. He's
Right.
it. So
I love it, man. I love how he fell to us. I think
yes.
it's a beautiful thing, man, to be honest. If you think about it, man, we got the future quarterback on the offense
Mhm.
for the next 10 years, and then we got the quarterback in the defense for the next 10 years.
Mhm.
My man, Sonny Styles, he's gonna be calling defense. He may not start off doing it, but he
Mhm.
will eventually. He's gonna be the green dot. He's gonna get everybody lined up,
Mhm.
calling out plays, and oh man, it's gonna be fun to watch that guy work. Because hey, so far from what I saw of Sonny Styles, man, this guy's gonna be a problem. I thought he was a lanky, kind of not frail, but a little light in the ass dude. No, oh, this guy
Mm-mm.
is huge. Right?
This this
He's,
dude is huge.
he's
Oh my
huge.
gosh. I think I sent you some clips of him doing some training, working out exercises.
Look at
And he's
huge.
this dude, it's like watching some high school dude running around with a couple of little elementary school,
Right, right.
ball, they all out there doing their drills and they all looking good, but he's like a giant monster doing these
Yeah,
drills. It ain't like just going through them. He low to the ground, everything. He turning, hips swing. I'm like, what the heck is this? This dude is a cyborg. Oh my
yeah.
god.
This dude is nuts, man.
Oh my
He's
god,
nuts.
man. It's.
I
I mean,
can't wait to
I'm
see this guy,
sure.
man.
Yeah, I can't imagine anybody not excited about this dude.
Yeah, I
Something
can't wait to
wrong.
see it.
Something wrong with you.
Something wrong with you. You're not excited about my man, something Styles, man.
Something is wrong
So,
with you. Oh my god.
yeah, honestly, man, something wrong with you if you're not excited about this next guy. My man, Tony Wins, a third round pick, man. Man, from what I'm seeing, this guy, his route running is good, man. This guy, I think you can move him around. You don't have to have him in the slide. You can put him at wide receiver too if he steps up for that, and I think he will. But this guy, man, Antonio Williams, is a problem. He's going to be a problem for a lot of defenses, man. What do you think about this guy?
Um, I was at the time of the draft, I had other guys, but
Me too.
when you
Me too.
thinking about how they're looking at it, he's no question the best receiver for them, for us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
No
Right.
question. He probably was the best route. No, he is the best route runner coming out of this
Oh, yeah.
class.
No question.
It's not a question about it.
No.
And then when I went and looked him up, I just didn't, because I just had guys I'm already, kind of looking at, you hearing other people talk about him. But when you went back and look, he had very high ratings, no question. And Antonio Williams, I'm like, dude, what was I doing? Not to see this dude, and he played right up, Clemson, hour and a half for me. So I'm like, how did I not see that?
I didn't see it either.
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
So this, yeah. There's something wrong with you if you're not seeing it. If you're not, something wrong. We got a baller. We got a baller. I think we got a wide receiver too.
I think so. I mean, listen, man. From what I'm hearing, they moving him around, so he just won't be just only in the slot. They're gonna use him like the same way Detroit uses Amon-Ra.
Amon-Ra, yeah,
just like that. And
and
to me, when you see him running them routes, he looked very similar to this guy. So, and I'm not putting that pressure on him to say he's going to be the next. I hate when people do that, but you got to comp him to something. You have to comp this guy, all these guys, somebody.
Yeah.
And to me, his comp is Amon-Ra St. Brown. Man.
Yeah, I've seen that written down. I've seen his comp is that. Yeah, for sure. From some of the high, from through, high NFL scouts and stuff that, was rating him. I've seen that comp for sure. I ain't see it one time either. So, and none of that swayed me. Just me going back and looking. I'm just like, personally, I'm like, I know Clemson was rated high. They played some good games early. And I just missed it on him for sure. And I feel bad about that because this dude, this kid can play.
This guy, he can play, man. And so can this next guy. This next guy can play.
I've seen this guy.
This guy, Joshua Joseph, man, the edge rusher. Listen, okay, Adam Peters, he heard the noise. Of course, we need to put pressure on quarterbacks. So we went out in free agency, guys. We got a guy in the draft. Now we got this it's like a warehouse full of guys, man. Just go pull one off the shelf on Sunday, whatever guy, stick him in the game, and he's gonna get you a sack.
Oh my God,
man! This guy right here, Joshua Joseph from Tennessee, he's a problem, man. What do you think about this guy?
Man, it's like he says, a warehouse. It's like a spice cabinet. It's like what you gonna put on here today, man? I just want this taste today because we're stacked. We're stacked. Yeah, this dude can ball. This dude can ball. I was like, I watched him play. Yeah, I've seen Sonny play. I've seen Antonio Williams, but not a much to actually look at him and say, okay, But I've seen Joshua Joseph. Yeah, I actually was a little surprised that he was in the 5th round. I thought he should be a little higher for sure.
I thought he should be a little higher too.
It's a
good move. It's a good move. Now listen, and keep this in mind too that Chasem is a 1-year deal, and Frankie most likely be moving on from the Burgundy and Gold. So a guy like this can be out there fighting with Jordan McGee for the other linebacker spot, man. And this guy, I think either way, McGee, Joseph, we're in good hands, no question.
We're in good hands. We are good hands. Our linebacker core, our edge rushers, we are coming. We're coming. No question. We bringing it.
So then my man, Adam Peters, the next round, the next pick, he got my man K-Tron Allen, a.k.a. the Fat Man.
Fat Man.
I didn't know too much about him. I'm not going to sit on here in front on BOYZ-N-Burgundy. So I had to go look the guy up, look at his film, and I'm like, oh, okay. He's a good running back. This guy's a problem. And we needed some depth. And we got this guy, we got my man Jeremy McNichols, who's gonna be battling for that last running back spot. So actually I'll take that back. I think they both gonna make the squad, and I think Jerome Ford is gonna be on the outside looking at
it. I feel that way.
Running back deep. But at the same time, who's gonna get the playing time? It's the RB3. K-Tron Allen, Jeremy McNichols, the veteran.
I heard mixed bags on him in camp. As far as running, really good. Just a little bit in the pass pro, had a few drops, this and that, but it, it's a rookie, and it was expressive. This is a time to drop the balls. So this is a time to make those mistakes because you're learning. So I think he's gonna make the roster. Really do.
I think he's gonna make some noise too.
Yeah, yeah. He was with Penn State. He was in a tandem. What was it? Nick Singleton, I think it was, and they was a tandem, and they both were productive backs. Nick Singleton was just more athletic, faster, stuff like that. But he had injuries coming out. But Katron can play.
He can play.
And Mike Sellers been sitting on him, been working with him over the years. Yeah. I heard Mike Sellers. Y'all know Mike Sellers, right?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. So I'm not sleeping on him now. Not at all.
So then this next pick, of course, I kind of like this pick. They went for a center. We needed, a guy to bring in to kind of sit behind Allegretti for maybe a year, get groomed by him, and then he can take over. This guy, Matt Gobin, man, he has good size, young guy, and really, if he could take over for my man Allegretti, even maybe somewhere midway through the season, I'd be happy. But next year, definitely, he should be our starting center. Yeah. And hey, you can let this guy grow with Jaden Daniels. It's actually a smart, this is a smart pick. I like this.
That's a smart pick. Yeah. Yeah. 6th round, that's where you're supposed to find a center. And that was a good, that was a very good pickup, for him.
Right.
They say his intelligence is there. He just gotta be given a chance. So like you said, he might be in there by some point of the season. Who knows? And if he don't, he will be a starting center next year.
I think he'll be a starter next year.
Yeah, no question. 2027, that's your starting center. No question.
So then you finish off the draft with a quarterback, my man AK, and 7th round guy, practice squad guy. But, I'm not too mad at this pick because Sam Hartman is super trash. That guy stinks. So I'm not too mad at this pick. I mean, okay, we got a quarterback who can run the practice squad. And I guess he might be on an active roster on Sundays. I don't know if we want to go 3 deep at quarterback, but either way, he'll be available for us if we need this guy.
Right. This is a quarterback league. So if he's playing well enough, he'll be on the roster. Because you don't want a chance putting him on practice squad and somebody saying, hey,
somebody may grab
snatching the ball and come grab him. I've been hearing some good stuff about him. So I don't think Sam gonna be around too much. He probably ready to do some acting, because he's a handsome guy.
He's a handsome dude, man.
So
he could be on, maybe some Lifetime movies and stuff like that, man.
Exactly. So daytime soap operas, whatever works. He gonna kill it. So looking forward to that. Yeah, he might make some Disney stuff, He might.
It's
an extra somewhere.
Movie, man. Yeah, put him on that. The next Tony Stark, maybe. We'll see.
Yeah.
I don't know, but as a quarterback, nah. This ain't it for you, brother. So make some plans because my man AK is coming for that job, and he is definitely going to get it, man. So let's wrap this thing up, man. Let's talk about the grades for 26. What do you give my man Adam Peters for 2026, man?
Okay. Let's see. 24, I gave a B+. Okay.
B+.
I gave a D-, I think, right, for 25.
25.
So, I was disgusted after 25.
Yeah,
because, I gave 24 a B+. I'm going to give him an A.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm going to give him an A. I'm going to give him an A-. That's, I don't know if that's equivalent. B+, A- the same, but yeah.
A little different.
I think it's different. Yeah. It's an A and a B. Yeah. So A-. Again.
I think I'm gonna come in at man. I think I did a straight B and then a D+, and I'm gonna give him as a straight. I'm gonna give him an A on this one.
Okay.
And, you can't get no higher than that because, again, we failed to address certain things, but at the same time,
right.
Let's, here we go. If we sign this guy that was working out at University of Maryland over the weekend, last week, if you sign that guy, my man Stephon Diggs, and the other boy get cut from San Francisco, Ayuk, and we signed him. I think I might give him an A+ for this season. I might give him an A+ because to get them two cats, man, I think that make us a playoff team instantly.
Yeah, no question. If they sign one of the two, I think it makes us an A+. Stephon Diggs can play. I'm not understanding. Maybe because of his off the field little small issues that he had going on. There's no reason that he shouldn't be on the NFL football team right now. He's still at least a WR2. At least
he's a WR2.
At least. Right. There's some teams he might be the number one. So I don't see why he's still not anywhere. He's had a few little real light, subtle subliminals about, coming to play with the Commanders. So they signed Stephon Diggs. I'm definitely saying A+. I'm taking that A- all the way to A+. So
there you go.
And this other kid, the one that's doing videos every day, and he got, is he a football player or is he a comedy dude?
I don't know. We can sign him to a 1-year base deal, and we can find out. If he sucks at football, then hey man, just have him do some comedy acts.
Right. You go on DC Connection, whatever it is, and hook up and do some shows, man. Because some of his videos be funny.
Yeah, he's a funny dude. He's a funny dude.
So, but one or the other. If they do, that's what I'm saying. I'm still happy at A-. So if they don't, I think they got adequate. I don't think this is a year they coming in like in 24, and then we were still like, who's that other receiver? I think they got options. Antonio Williams, and then Chig for sure. I think Chig can be that. When they go to 2 and 3 tight end sets. Somebody still got to be running routes and catching ball. Chig will be doing that in those sets. Yeah, and I think this offense is geared for tight ends. From what I'm hearing,
it's going to be. It's going to be.
So, but to add Stephon Diggs, if they can do that,
go get him.
Brandon Ayuk, if it falls, seems like it's a done thing once he's released. So, they get one of them for sure, and even not even knowing what Ayuk can do right now.
Who cares? Just bring him in. Like I said, an incentive-based deal. If you hit these numbers, you get this amount of money. If you don't hit these numbers, you get this amount.
That's for me. Not hitting, doubles, stand-up doubles. That to me is hitting out the park home run when you make moves like that, because you covered every basis at some point. And now you literally can sit back and leave it in the coach's hands.
Yep.
Let them do their work.
Coach it out, man. So
Well, you heard it here first, man, on BOYZ-N-BURGUNDY, and I guess we both think Peters is doing a good job as GM for the Burgundy Gold, man. Like I say, hey, man, we had Vinny Serrato and Bruce Allen and Riverboat Ron. Man, Kermit the Frog could do a better job at GM than those guys. They were terrible general managers. So we got a guy, and I love this guy, man. And listen, man, I'm gonna give you the last word, OG, but I think we got a hell of a general manager. What do you think about this guy?
Yeah, I'm not disappointed at all. None of them are perfect. Everybody got their different styles and how they want to build their team. And I'm excited, and I'm definitely, grateful that we have a general manager now. And it's not just saying we have one. We got a guy. We got a guy. We got a good guy. So I'm good. I'm good.
So that's the truth about my man, Adam Peters. You heard it right here on BOYZ-N-BURGUNDY. Now listen, man, you're a Commanders fan. If you enjoy Commanders content, you enjoy this channel, you already know what to do, man. I told you week after week, you hit that subscribe button. That's how you show your support. And it's absolutely free. All you gotta do is bang that button, show your support to the BOYZ-N-BURGUNDY, and we will keep dropping this fire content week after week for you guys. And while you're down there, leave a comment. Hit that like button. Read the notification bell so you'll be notified every time we drop a new episode of BOYZ-N-BURGUNDY. And once again, if you made it to the end of this episode, I want to say thank you. And we are